So we're from Lalor Park Primary School, and we'd like to present to you this morning our literacy learning over the last 8 months, as John said, using the HRLTP. So our journey obviously started with our training that we did with John Munro. So our team is Katerina in the front here, Mary here, and I'm Jan. So the first thing that we did after we'd done our training was develop our implementation plan. And the first part of that plan was a series of PD sessions for our staff. So we did have a curriculum day where we discussed the multiple levels of text processing, the model, and we introduced the HRLTPs. And then over the next several weeks, we have professional dialogue and development sessions once a week, and we discussed and did some explicit learning on each of those HRLTPs. We also collected some baseline data from our staff on those two of the questions that John gave us, the statements where the teachers could rate what they thought about their children and how well they got their knowledge ready and how well they thought their students understood new vocab. So we collected that data right at the start. And also during that the second term of the year, we practiced using some of those HRLTPs in our own classrooms. So we also discussed and presented to the staff what we actually wanted to achieve through this, through this professional development and this introduction session. So there's a couple of examples. So we actually listed what we would do as learning leaders. We also wrote down what we wanted the teachers to do as they were learning about them and what we wanted them to focus on developing with the students. So that's just a couple of the examples for two of the HRLTPs so you can see the kind of things that we did. Then in term 3, just the last term, we started some specific demonstration of each of the HRLTPs in all classrooms across the school within the structure of our literacy block in the reading sessions. So Katerina and Mary worked in all classrooms across the school, modelling, coaching and having weekly feedback individual sessions with teachers. And they were focusing on the explicit teaching of each of the HRLTPs.
In getting knowledge ready, we encourage the children to bring... Can everybody hear that? We encourage the children...
No, it's fine. It's coming through.
So we encourage the children to get their knowledge ready. We have them bring to the... Sorry, I'm really nervous.
That's okay, that's allowed.
We encourage the children to bring to the class their prior knowledge. So we had them talk about the things that they already knew, new words, new vocabulary that they hadn't seen before. We discussed the words, what they might mean, so that the next time we read the book they would know what those words were. We encouraged them to predict and also to verbalise in sentences what they would say. In self-talk for getting knowledge ready, we wanted the children to talk about, to practice things like what will this text be about? What am I going to do? What type of text is this? How will I know if I come to a word that I don't know? We're encouraging them to self-talk.
Okay, so that was our immersion activity that you just saw. It provided the experiences for getting knowledge ready. Our senior students, together with a student leadership team, organised cross-age activities for the LPPS Wacky Olympics. The morning was devoted to authentic literacy learning using the GKR and vocabulary, and then we ran the Olympic events in the afternoon. Just a bit of context too about that. Okay, now the second HRLTP to be taught explicitly was vocabulary. Two of our teachers here, Gina and Melinda, selected key words from the text. They read the words aloud with an emphasis on pronunciation, and they read the words together. They asked students to make a picture in their mind and predict what they thought the topic might be. And they discussed meanings and spellings of words. Now, students came up with synonyms and added movements, actions to make sense and add meaning to the words. Now, this next motion clip shows what I mean.